Dimitri frantically jerked on the rope.
Für mich
There was no
sehr
response.
komisch.
As Dimitri kept tugging
Wer
on
ist
the
es am
rope,
Ende
the whispers grew
Violet?
louder, or perhaps they were getting closer.
Hi. Du sagst nix? Okay.
Yeah, please!
Please!
He swore
Was?
he heard
Please?
laughter coming from down below.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help.
Okay.
Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do. Who's that?
Find's raus.
Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
Mocked, or
Das
worse,
könnte
being
falsch
declared
sein, aber
mentally
wir
unfit.
benutzen sie mal.
He had already played back the
Hi. Na,
and any unusual sounds.
ich will sie nicht weiter
This
aufregen.
even meant the whispers were on a wavelength.
Oscar fällt momentan komplett raus.
However, showed Dr. Yutani the etchings he had copied, much to her delight and gratitude.
Hi. Nerven wir dich?
Thanks to some earlier links,
Der ist wieder nicht da.
Dr. Yutani was able
Hallo?
to make its meaning.
Hallo?
As people of science, they had
Es
all
gibt
agreed
nicht
how
viel, was ich
disturbing it
momentan
was
machen
that,
kann.
to the civilization that came up with this word, curiosity was a concept to be closely associated with wickedness, something to be punished. As he contemplated the
Was
day's
kann ich
events,
jetzt momentan
Dimitri quickly
machen?
fell asleep. He couldn't wait to go back home. He awoke later that night, startled by the sounds of loud whispering, and switched on the light next to his bed. It wasn't working, and his eyes hadn't yet gotten used to the dark.
Wir versuchen es einfach mal.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Ja.
I'm Rain.
Wer
Yes.
ist der?
He rubbed the heels of his hands against his eyes, trying.
Du willst nicht mit uns reden?
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you?
Mhm.
She's my
Lüge
goddaughter. At that age where she overshares.
Mit 9? Normalerweise
ghost?
nicht. Das machen die mit 3, 4 oder so. Vielleicht 5, aber nicht mit 9.
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
Is anyone here? He asked, and
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do? Enlighten me.
Eigentlich habe ich keinen.
Maybe Ellis should stay with Chief Dupont. Maybe Ellis should stay with us.
With our track record. If she gets killed anywhere near us, we'll be sent to jail, whether we did it or not.
That's cold. That's cold.
I'm just being practical.
Du hast
Alice's fate is
recht.
in our hands. Ours isn't.
way, the guttural noise faded into what sounded like a
Warte,
dying
wir können
breath.
ins Zimmer gehen.
Held back.
Nochmal. Und wir gehen zu Lexi.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Nothing made sense. He just wanted to leave this nightmare and
Jetzt
go
ist natürlich
home.
auch andersrum.
Home was a million
Was will
miles
er im
away.
Hotel?
He knew he was alone
Das
here,
ist doof
and no one would be
eigentlich.
coming to help him.
Warte. Wir machen einmal Lexi.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
Und dann fahren wir zu
Its
ihm.
harsh consonants and unearthly vowels chilled him.
Nein!
Dimitri covered his ears to make it stop, but the nameless voices only grew more incessant, hounding him.
Wir fahren zu
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Mhm.
Dorota told me things about you. Can I?
It's a bit late, but I think I could spare a few minutes. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Lexi. I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you. Dorota says
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks. Sure.
Es kann gefährlich werden. Coole Flasche. Will ich haben. Wo muss es immer Alkohol sein? Hast du irgendwie Probleme mit dem Einschütten?
Here, I've only got vodka. You're old enough to drink, right?
Of course. Of course. Does it matter?
Du bist so komisch.
I like you already.
You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
Doesn't see what clearly?
I know how to talk to her. She's a sweetheart when you get to know her.
I know what you did to Dorota.
As he frantically pointed at the notes Dr. Utani was holding. Dr. Whitfield asked. He sounded incredulous.
Könnt ihr alle mal zu
As his
Hause
gaze
sein?
dropped to the floor. Yes, I think so. There was a long silence, and he didn't dare guess what the others thought of him. Well, if you saw the future, what happens next?
Wir gehen
Dr.
woanders
Remington
lang.
asked with some trepidation.
Hi. Du sprichst.
I'll go to sleep, and when I wake tomorrow, I'll be blind, and everyone else will be gone.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
Ja, wir wissen es.
Hallucination, said Dr. Whitfield as he placed a hand on Dimitri's shoulder.
Oh, Violet!
Dimitri just stared into empty space, his eyes filled with dread. They all arrived at the living quarters about an hour later.
Woran bin?
Callings, and couldn't make out anything out of the ordinary. Perhaps
Ist keiner mehr zu
in his
Hause?
head. Yet he couldn't shake the feeling that he had seen his imminent
Ja, keiner zu Hause.
and terrifying death, surrounded by darkness.
Machen wir dich mal.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Cold and hollow whispers in the darkness. He didn't bother turning on the
Wir
light this
können
time.
auch.
You're listening? It's with Poe and Monroe.
Lung. Read by Jessie Cox. She must be early.
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her? Is it...
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being kind?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
I forgive you.
Ho, 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 ho. Und wie? Also jetzt werden wir hier echt schon teilweise echt pervers. Na.
That's so kind of you. Giving me closure. I have so many loose ends. And not much time.
Wer fragt?
You. And then more worriedly, who are you? Looking down at her semi-naked, blood-drenched body.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
Was denn? Zeig.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
Ist nichts Neues.
And what if I showed you this?
Alice Munro.
Do you know her?
Yeah.
She's from the radio.
And if I do this?
Ja, wir wissen mittlerweile davon. Du bist so ein Arsch. Warum sind alle Männer hier Ärsche? Bis auf Ray.
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
Cough.
Cough. Wir sind da wieder.
Coughing more blood. Lung swipes with his sleeves and stands his ground. Then you can go back to hell, or wherever it is you came from. Bang! 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 The bullets whip holes through her chest, and blood arcs ferociously from the wound.
Was hatten wir noch vorgehabt? Also, sie?
Hi,
I'm Alice.
I'm Alice.
Ja, wir wissen, du bist Alice.
I'm Alice.
Ah, meine Beine.
Mouth.
Wir gehen zu
the girl says,
Violet, die natürlich mal wieder nicht da
grabbing for
ist.
something or letting something go. It only takes a second. A transfer of energy takes place. It can only truly be visualized by travelers from afar.
Es wird nichts bringen, sag ich.
Eyes roll into the back of his skull. He stops moving.
Gehen wir noch einmal alle ab. Und
She
dann
hits speed dial.
hoffen wir mal.
Mom?
Hi. Wir wollten dir nicht unbedingt dabei zusehen, wie du deine Hose hochziehst.
I know. It's bad.
Hi.
Why? She puts the phone back in her hand.
Hi. Du hast auch
If it
nichts
has a
Neues
mind
für
of its
mich.
own, she tries to resist the movement, but
Du hast auch nichts Neues für mich.
she sighs as she lets it put the cigarette to her lips and lights it. Cough.
Cough.
Cough. Coughing like it's her first smoke. She looks.
Also, das können wir noch machen.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Wir gehen zu Violet. Wenn Violet da ist.
Clearer than other ones we've had on previous shows.
Hi. Ah, wir können nicht reden.
Wood and metal. So
Wir können nicht reden.
has got a heavy metal handle.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Alice was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
From
Europe?
no,
Erst zu Hause.
this part of the world as well. Do you remember?
Lexi? Auch nicht zu Hause.
Mexico?
No.
I mean, we could just name every country you've ever had on the show.
Do you remember the Queen?
Hi. Du hast mir nichts zu sagen. Okay. Und Alice?
Chief DuPont.
Hi.
Thanks for calling in.
Wir sind aber bei dir.
Just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Nö.
Have I ever let you down? What's...
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
Ich kann nichts versprechen.
Is a reflecting mirror, but it was used.
Ich möchte dieses Kapitel
teleporting.
gerne beenden,
Allegedly,
aber
you
ich
could
weiß
look
nicht
in the
wie.
mirror Close your eyes.
Ich wollte gerade fragen, brauchst du das?
Maybe
Nein,
works
war's
for
nicht.
you. You try.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
Wollen wir doch
imagine
zu
somewhere
Violet
else.
gehen und fies zu ihr sein?
And
Eigentlich möchte ich das nicht unbedingt.
She's gone, listeners.
I don't really want to.
Okay.
About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping.
Ja, schon Badezimmer.
Cold tap.
Und du sagst Bedroom.
Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times. Even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal.
Vergisst du alles oder verschwindest du alles?
No. I have certain flashbacks.
Erzähl mir davon.
It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken.
Macht viel Sinn. Eigentlich gar keinen.
Bruises. Memories.
think, Poe, what do you think this perhaps could represent?
Well, Monroe, I
Kann ich mit dir reden? Nein.
think there are, there is a, perhaps Robin has a family, but it's just not possible for it's just not, perhaps not how. It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Okay.
Let you know that so many of us go through situations like this, so Robin, you're not alone in this. Sad, and it...
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. I believe not. She has a big heart, and in my opinion, opens it too easily. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
Yeah.
I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listening questions. We said we'd think about it. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave.
Sie ist Kapitel 1 reingetragen.
And the pirates moved in. No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
There's different parts of her life. They're all these different, perhaps different aspects of her life have holes in them. So.
Wait, hi.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives.
Was findest du so?
No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Now, Lena, it sounds like you're worried that you...
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach.
Okay.
No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up.
Okay.
Yes. If he ever shows up. No? Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Is he a suspect? I thought they broadcast the news live.
Violet?
Dream is not, or does not want to face.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? This is it. If Ellis dies, I burn Mercury. If we don't have it, it can't lead us halfway around the world. Yes, she's definitely got a monkey on her back. I saw her get changed. She's got all these scars on her back in the shape of a monkey. Like they've been burned into her. What the hell happened to her, Sam?
Keine Ahnung.
Yes, I managed to sneak a look at her laptop. She's been Googling Ellis Munro.
Welcome to Pearl's Curiosity Shop.
Was ist los mit
Do you have an
Seit?
inkling what this might be?
Hi. Irgendwas Neues? Nein.
Small metal belt attached to what looks like
Lexi. Hi.
It was weird. Zach thought he'd already met me. Why would that be, Sam? He thought I'd gone back to have my photo taken on a bed. What sort of photographer is he? And you sent me there by myself, Sam. Anyway, I did find out one thing.
Ja, gut, erzähl mir.
He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about? He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Okay.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you.
Bitte sag jetzt nicht wieder dieselben 3 Karten. Ja, solltest du nicht mischen?
I shuffled before you got here. Okay. No, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel.
Bisschen was über Tarot weiß ich auch.
What an interesting
Und
reading.
das alles war so ziemlich bezogen zu dem, was wir vorhin.
Sorry, I guess my intuition must be on the fritz tonight.
Ich spiele ein bisschen mit dir, es tut mir leid.
maybe a Buddhist?
Yeah, could be, yes.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Zack, weil Violet was
I'm Zach Weston.
uns sagen wollte oder was
Just
uns
sharpening
geben
my
wollte.
powers of persuasion.
Das kann böse enden. Sehr böse.
This monk called Busan.
Da wir sie ja gerade mit der
accidentally
Schere
glimpsed
gesehen
Queen
haben.
Ankis.
Zach.
Hi.
The game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night.
Uh-huh.
I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio.
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put 2 and 2 together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You
Dann
weren't
werden
there
sie dich
long, I
verlassen?
suppose,
Was?
but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
Also die Übersetzung war ein bisschen falsch. Sie sagte, dann werden sie dich verhaften und da unten stand, dann werden sie dich verlassen. Wir hängen schon wieder? Nein, wir hängen nicht in ihrem Gesicht.
I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me.
Ist das jetzt schlimm für dich?
We're finished. Don't come back here again.